Hello everyone, I am back today, which is still Saturday the 10th. It's a couple hours later than my last video. So what I wanted to do is start this new little Christmas journal, and I have several papers here that I have downloaded and found in my own files that I had purchased last year or sometime. But as we were working yesterday on these cards, I think I showed you that I had taken these Christmas cards and glued them down to a piece of paper. So then I ripped them up. I ripped this one up, and I'm going to rip this one up. And it didn't really work very well. Okay, so let's see. I have some on the other side here. Let's see how these worked. So the object is to get this little paper that's on there to give it extra texture. I don't know. I think you possibly could just glue some of your paper, some of your, you know, your leftover gluey pages. Let's see. Let me just pull some of this out. And let's just see what we can, how that would work. So, let me get my glue stick. So I did this last year sometime, but I did it, this was done with like Mod Podge over a card. And I don't think I liked that for whatever reason I was using it for. So anyway, I'm just gonna take this and, I mean, this one is fine. This one is not very much paper, much background, I should say. So let me just glue a little bit of this on. I don't want to take up too much time on the video to do this, but I do want to show you that. Okay, so those are the cards. And then this is tissue paper from a, let's do this ace first. This is tissue paper from pattern, you know, a dress pattern or sorts like that. And I'm just gonna ink this up a little bit here, and then I'm gonna take my glue stick and I'm gonna go over this whole thing with it, and I'm gonna stick this on here like this and rub it down. Actually, I probably could have, because I was going to add an image to that, but you could put the image under this if you'd like, or if you want, you can put the image on top, and that's what I'm going to end up doing, is put the image up on top. But I just quickly wanted to show this to you because these are so cute. You can do several little things. I don't know. I have, whoops, cut the card. You don't want to cut the card, but once your scissors get a hang of some, you know, like on the edge, it's like kind of hard to take it off. Okay, so let me throw that to the side for a moment. Okay, so it's just a little vintage look. And in this case, we have the little Christmas card in the back, or the Christmas image. Okay, so let's see, what kind of little image do I have that I can put in here? I printed out, I'm gonna need that. These are like little tags that I thought I would throw throughout the journal because they can use these tags for gifts if they would like. Okay, and then let's see. cardinal. Well, I guess I don't have any little tiny, let's see. Isn't that awful when you want to do something and you don't have? Okay, let's do something. Let's just do something like that. That's a little tiny there. But that would even be cute just to use like a little pocket on that. Or this one I can use as a little pocket. Cut off that. And put this little ticket in there. This is the hard part. That's cute, but it doesn't really go with the journal because I'm going with more of an old world look. I don't want it to be cutesy. Is what I don't want. Oh, that looks cute. I'll just put this guy on there. I think I'm going to cut his little corners off just a tad. Probably should get smaller scissors and just do a little roughy edging around here. It looks kind of pretty square. Okay, and then I think maybe a piece of lace or something under that. Just a little tiny bit. Oh, my stomach's growling. Okay, let's just add a little bit like that. Not much, just something, little character. Okay. Boy, this glue comes out so fast. I'm gonna get my other guy out, my little one. Okay. Do that. All right, so we can leave the Christmas design there, which I think it's kind of cute. I don't know, it's just something to put in the journal. Or you could put something on the back of it to, something to write on the back. Okay, so then we're going to punch a hole in it. Let me get my other hole punch because I don't want to put an eyelet. I just want to put, this is the hole punch you can't see. You can't see through it. So let's see if that's about the middle. And then I need one of these little guys. And one on the back. Oh my goodness, my stomach is going crazy. I know I'm hungry, but I was hoping to spend at least a half hour or so doing this. Okay, then the other thing is we need to put a little tie on it. So, let's see what, looking for just some plain ribbon. I don't know if this would work or not. It's brown. It kind of goes with it. All right, so I saw this on one of the YouTube videos, which I thought was cute. So you take your little short piece of ribbon and just run it up through there, and then you can sew across that if you don't have a stapler, or you can take your little Tim Holtz stapler. Kind of get right there best you can and just staple it. Okay. And then if you have a little piece of netting, or not netting, but tissue that's over the side, you can just sand it off with a little emery board, little file, nail file. All right, so I think that's cute. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. And that'll be one little piece of ephemera we have. It's not glued down to that fabric. Come on, I should have filled this up. Put this away while I'm waiting for that to fall down. So it is very nasty, rainy outside. And if this is from the tropical storm, the hurricane, which is usually tropical, it's chilly. So I don't know, maybe it's from something else. All right, so there we go. There we see that. I like putting this little tie on with the stapler. And then, of course, I still have staples in there that I painted with my alcohol ink, which was cool. Okay. Now, I'm going to save these and I'll use these in something else, or maybe I'll make another one for down the road here. But let's get to this journal. I purchased these pages. Oh, that's not it. That's another kit I already had and I cut out because I wanted to do something with that I took out, printed at the same time. Okay, so Crafty Cat did this journal, and she, I'm not going to fold this, I just want to look at it, but she did not do signatures. She glued the pieces together with hinges, and I've always wanted to try that. I've seen several YouTubers do it. One of them was Wendy from Wendy's Adventures, I think is the name of her channel. She does a lot of botanical. She's just really someone that is very nice to listen to. She's just very calm, and I enjoy that, you know, that calmness she has. Plus she has this beautiful cat, Leo, that's always in her videos. All right, so I hate taking time up to do this, but it has to be, the sides have to come off. Okay, so now what she did was she did several different size pages. So here's one page. See, I don't really like that. I think I want, let's glue, see if I can do this, or I could sew it. Where is my, over there. I could sew around this and make double-sided. I didn't print double-sided. I always forget, and then I do print some things double-sided, and then they're all the same, and to me that's not enough variety. So I just don't know which. Oh no, darn. Let's see if I can get that sewn without that being in the way or glued. save it. Because these do not have to be all the same size, which is kind of cool. Okay. Let me glue this real quick. And then I guess I'll sew it. Just because I can't really get the corners glued. Or the edges, I should say. This is me messing up again. You know, it never fails. And hopefully everybody else has the same issues that I do when it comes to crafting. Okay. I don't usually do it this way. I don't usually glue them. But, okay, I'm going to cut that off a little bit. If it will cut off because it's, when it's glued, sometimes it doesn't like to cut. I think this paper is pretty straight here. Okay, I don't think I need to sew around it. Edge is still showing. I guess it would have been okay. I could have inked it. And I think I'll round the corners. I want to see if this corner rounder I bought, but see, the paper doesn't go all the way in. I guess it's not supposed to. It's I guess it rounds it. It's just that it doesn't go all the way in like I'm used to on my other one. Okay, let me throw a little ink on this. So this may take some time to make. I mean, it's not going to be done overnight, but it is going to be a smaller group of pages. I think maybe I'll put 12 or something like that, or 10 maybe even. Okay, so there's page 1. All right, now I want to show you, so this is, let's say, page 1, and then and I told you, I think, that this is Artie Mays' kit. Okay, this is the other thing I found. This is from, hold on, I think I have her name is, or their name is Studio on Glore on Etsy. And I just ran across this as I was looking for Christmas items. So if you haven't seen me do this before, let me get this lined up. I make little books. Okay, so December 1st through the 5th. Let me go back and ink this inside here, because it's, when I saw this, I thought this is perfect for that little book that I usually make. All right, so we've got through the 11th, and then sandpaper. Then we've got the 12th, So that would be glued to this page. So let's see, we have this one, and then that one gets glued to that one, and then the 19th through the 31st, but this should be glued to this one, and it's not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to washi tape that together. It's not going to show, I don't think. She didn't print it out where she didn't put the pages printed, where some of them she has them double page, like that first page, and then she did this one single page. So I'm not sure why. Okay, let me move this back. Go along that edge. I'm going to edge all of them anyways, but just didn't want that white to show. Not sure how this is going to go together, but I have my thought. Okay, so here's page 1. So those get glued together. Okay, then this one comes back this way and gets glued together, back to back, like that. Okay, so that when you turn the pages, you're going to get like a little booklet. Okay, and I can glue this to this page. She did have some plain ones. I didn't cut them out yet because I wasn't sure. I was going to use these. In fact, I think there's another one that's got holly on it or something. Let me see if I can find that. If I'm in screen. Probably this should have been in cardstock, maybe. A little heavier. So if I put that, I was trying to visualize it as the end of the book. I think it'd just be better to glue it down here. Okay. I don't know what happened to that other. Here it is. See, I think this is it's supposed to be like the front page. But I don't know if I like that design or not that much. I think I just like it this December without a cover. So, okay, so let me get this figured out. Okay, that. This page gets glued to that page, and then this page gets glued to the back of that page. And then there's this page. Okay, let me think here. That December, oh, that's the wrong one, that's why. Okay, 1. Okay. All right, this gets glued to that. Goodness, let me do that. That way I won't be confused. Some glue paper. Page 1. I'll have to trim this up. Okay. This gets glued to here. Okay. Now we have our little book. Okay. Trying to concentrate on what I'm doing. Make sure all the pages go in the right order. Okay, 4th, 5th, 11th, 12th, 19th. And 31st. Okay. Now let me ink all of this. So maybe I do need to put a cover on this. It doesn't have to be I could probably put something like this on there for the cover. And then it would be like a little date book. Because we're not going to glue this in. We're going to hinge it. So if I put the plain brown one on the front, it seems like I would have to decorate that then, right? To decorate it. Nope, that brown doesn't go. Let's see if I can find something that will look cute on there. I mean, this is supposed to go with it. So let's just visualize it with this page here. Okay, those are too small. That would fit, but it's going sideways. These are from also her digitals, and they're from Holland. Christmas in Holland. All right, I'm going to put this on here. I could use one of these postcards. Okay, that one's got wording at it at the bottom, so I can't use that. This one. It's old vintage Santa. That's what I kind of was going for. Darn it. If I I guess I could cut the Merry Christmas off. Don't need that. Let me see if there's any more. Yeah, that one would show. This one. I think this is the best one for this because of the size. So let me glue this on. Every time I get a digital kit, it looks like, oh my gosh, there's so many pieces in it. And then I start to make the journal. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do with these? It's not what I need. It's not, it's a constant battle. Constant. I feel like this needs something else. Like it's just too blank. Okay. Now, she hinged it where she used like printed paper and some book page, I guess, just to make it stronger. But I was thinking, could I not use like tabs that would be decorative a little more than, I mean, it could even do this like that. And this part, it can go anywhere. I mean, you can put it all the way down here to the bottom or in the middle, which I'm thinking right there, but say something like that, because this is going to be folded into and glued on the back side. But and that's where she used, you know, paper. Let me see. Because I was thinking I could use tabs like this and use those for hinges. I don't know. Or let me just get a piece of paper. So I had printed something in cardstock, but I didn't. So, I'm going to have to take I'm going to try this paper because I guess and everything doesn't have to be the same. I mean, it doesn't all have to be okay, so she did 2 inches. Let me do this. Let me get 2 inches here. And then she did on the other side, she glued another page, like a book page or something, but let me get one of my book pages here that are sticky already. You can't see it, so but I was just trying to think of other things you could use rather than just these little square papers. And I didn't see any Christmas tabs. I'm sure that somebody has those on Etsy. Bit of strength there. Or it's possible you could even use fabric. We are going to use fabric on the very outside edge once these are all done. Okay, so then she did 2 inches. Everything's sticky right now. I'm not waiting for anything to dry. That's the problem. Okay, so we want to fold it this direction because that's the part that's going to be glued. Okay, so let's see how this looks. So that's going to go there, and this is going to go here. And I don't want it to be, him to be covered up too much. So the other option too is doing one smaller one at this bottom and a smaller one at this end, which you could also do the whole length if you wanted, you know, to look more even. So let me see if that's, I'm going to cut this down just a little bit. And then I'm going to cut it in half. Already changing the rules. Okay, so I think I need to use glitter glue. And I'm going to attach it to this side first, I think. So you gotta get that right on the edge. And she had a glue that she could move, so she made sure that they were right, sitting flat on the edge of the table, if that's what it means to. I just didn't want to cover his face. Okay, I don't know where these strings keep coming from. So. Now we're going to put it up to here. Let's see, that kind of moved on me. Okay. Now, I don't know if she said it needed to be like spaced. I'm going to space it just a hair, because I feel like, oop. Make sure that that's nice and flat on the bottom. Alrighty, so there we have our first page. And don't know what that is. I guess it's lifting up where I glued that page to the other page. Alrighty. So then, oh, and then we're going to be gluing something to this edge, which is going to come into here, but I guess that'll be okay. All right. So next, I'm going to do another piece of paper, because what I thought I'd do is paper and then some kind of ephemera sort of piece, something like an envelope or that kind of thing. All right, so this one, let me cut this down. And I think I'm going to have to put something on the inside of this one too. It seems like these need to be a little thicker than a regular journal. The pages, I mean, the way you'd be handling them. They don't have a front and back cover. So let's see, this needs to be a little smaller still. I don't know if that color is going to look good with that one right next to it. I'm just going to cut this down a little bit. Let's see. I guess I shouldn't cut it two sides at a time. Okay, I want this one to be just a tad bit smaller than the one before it. And then we'll do bigger in the next one. I hate tearing these little skinny edges. Can't get the ruler to... Okay. Okay, so this one will go next to this one like that. And I'm going to put something on the inside. So I have some other plain sheets. I have this Christmas paper, Christmas green. So that didn't rip very good at all. I'm just going to straighten it out on my cutter. And I was going to glue this down, but I think it's faster if I just run and sew it real quick. Machine's on already. Take a second. Machine is on, but not threaded. For some reason, it came unthreaded. I forgot. It's a little tangled up for some reason. All right. I'm going to put a zigzag on it. Paper got a little bit of crease in it. That's what I was trying to fix when I first started, because I could tell it was going to sew crooked, but it's okay. Usually I'll just iron it and I can make it look like it's part of the page without gluing it. Let's see how much time. I've got about 15 minutes if I go a whole hour. Sometimes it seems like I just can't get anything done in a video. I mean, accomplished. Although I guess I have. It just doesn't feel like it. And any time, you know, that I'm going too slow or taking too much time, you can always fast forward it and go to the next section that I'm working on. I do that every now and then because some people will do 4 or 5 of the same thing, and you know, I can see how it's made. I don't really need to keep watching it over and over the same. So I move forward and get to the point where they start to decorate or something like that. Cut the thread a little bit. All right, let me do some inking on here. And then we'll come back and decorate all these once they're all put together. I just wanted to show you the process. I may have to put a few together to show you the process, because just doing one doesn't really give you the information you need. Okay, so now we're going to hinge this page. Now you can come all the way down here to the bottom and hinge it if you feel like that, or you can come to the very top and hinge it, or you can do it in the middle. And I think I'll just center this one because I know the next piece that we do, not the next piece, but the next one will be a full page. Okay, so now I've got to figure out what I'm going to use for this hinge, which this brown looks kind of good with this too. I didn't realize this was going to have a lot of brown. I'm going to see. on that craft cardstock. So if I glue that on there like that, and then it says they can read the whole tag. I guess this is the way it's supposed to work. I don't know, I feel like... Alright, I think what I need to do is glue it to this side and then lay that back and then glue the other one on top. So otherwise there's going to be a gap. Okay, I think I would like that look. Alright, so we're going to glue this side down first. Make sure it's going the right direction. Set it down because this is... Oops. Dang it. I don't want December covered. All right. I'm going to do this side. And this whole edge is going to be covered with fabric. All right, let me eyeball this here. Kind of center it. Okay. Alrighty. So we have this front is maybe the cover. We may change it and put something here in front. You can still add. Okay, then we got this blank page here and this little page. We got our little notebook here, and then we've got this page like that. And now, where is the one I was making yesterday? There we go. I was doing this yesterday, and I wanted some green paper, so there's my green. So I'm thinking that this, let's see, because this pops open, that this will be hinged onto here. Okay, and then like that. The only thing I don't like is maybe I will hinge this. Let's see, we have this page here. Let me put this glue in here. All right, we can I'm just thinking to myself here, I'm sorry, that if we put this here, I can glue it to the edge, or basically I could cover this side or just stencil on it or something and leave it plain. We have journal there, and then a tag. Then this one will get glued onto this. That's my thinking. All right, so I don't know why this one came out so darn crooked. It just doesn't make sense. Maybe I just cut it crooked back there. I don't know if I can trim this just enough to... It helps a little bit. So let's see, I think back here I'm just going to like to stencil off a little bit first. I'm just going to darken it up. It doesn't matter how you do this, you still get kind of that swirly look. But it's not plain white. I feel like if I glue more paper on here, it's going to be just more weight on this. Okay. Then we'll find a tag that we can put in there. All right, so this is going to go hinge onto here. So my hinge has to lay on this. I want to decorate this first. So I want this, and I want a little green. It's very hard to rip this off without it. I guess that's the way I have to do it, like this more. Okay, so I was thinking a little bit of green with this, but I don't think I like that now. I was looking at it in the video I did yesterday, and I don't like that. That's cute. But now this is going to be hinged. See, that's kind of like, you forget that. No, is that? No, that's not hinged. This is going to be hinged, this part. All right, so I can decorate this. Oh, my time's up. My time is up. See, that 15 minutes went so fast. All right. I'm not going to have time to do the hinging, but I have like no nails today or something. Can't get a grip. Okay. Let me just glue stick this down real fast. Looking for my glue stick. And this is cardstock, so I need to use this to get it to set down. I wonder if I want to make a tuck. Do I want to? Yeah, I'm just going to glue it down. Alrighty then. So I think I like that. And then we'll set that on here and get it hinged in my next video. So I think that's getting cute. It is cute. And then see, fabric will go over the end of this, so all this will not show. But I feel like I need to lower some of the hinges to eliminate this like gap area. But I'll think about that when I go to do it some more. So I'll try to keep working on this, at least get some pages cut so you don't have to wait and watch me do that. And maybe make a couple pieces of ephemera. I have, you know, pockets and things that I can put in. This is from another kit. That was from my Porch Prints kit. All right. I will talk to you soon. Thank you.